silly idea, but it would require restarting this.
Oh, start it. Yeah.
Let's keep going. We can edit.
It's an amazing song.
It is pretty good. I think we should do this.
I love it as our intro song. It's a bop.
Should we freestyle over this and for our intro? That's what I was thinking. It's just like, I'll start talking, you'll start talking, we'll do a little on track to fuck around with it.
Maybe we'll actually record it with AJ or something.
That one's awesome.
But
wow.
that was awesome.
Whoa.
Should we just keep going
What
or
a
should
way
we
to
restart?
start. No, what a way to start.
Should we just keep
that's
going?
gorgeous.
I messed that up like a lot, but yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Come on, stop worrying about it. Hello.
I'm not.
Hi.
I said I'm cool
Welcome
with
to Smokin
it.
Poetry Podcast. I'm Sarah Garlick, your co-host.
And I'm Mike Harris. And tonight we have as our guest so many things. I don't even know where to start, but guitar is one of them, and riffing is one of them. Timone Perez.
Hi, everybody.
And why don't we talk about who you are and all the different ways you use music in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Where to start? Honestly, I would say, okay. Timone, what inspires you to make your music?
I guess pretty much situations that I've been in or am currently going through. It's usually a lot easier to write about things that I'm currently going through, but I mean, I can do both.
So, processing your emotions.
Yeah, I don't know. I started out just doing it though, just because I don't know. That's just what I've always wanted to do. I guess since I was like real little. You can ask my mom. She's got like a bunch of pictures of me like trying to dress up like a rock star or whatever. So when I was younger, so.
Well, what is your musical journey? Well, that's a good point. How do we get from dressing up as a rock star as a little kid to actually performing?
So I guess when I was like really little, my mom used to be into this band called. Well, she used to be into like all kinds of music. So like I get a lot of my music taste from her, but she used to be into this band called Weedus. They're like a rock band. I don't know if some people know they had a song called Teenage Dirtbag that was in like an American Pie movie or something.
Okay, yes.
I don't remember. But so I used to like that band a lot because she used to listen to it and it used to be my favorite band. And so I used to, like when I was like real little, try to impersonate them a lot even before I had a guitar.
I could take a guitar and put it somewhere for
no,
a
it's
second.
okay.
Damn. That's very interesting.
So that's, I guess, how I kind of got into it. Like, I watched them, and I was like, that's what I want to do. I don't even, like, I asked my mom, like, what instrument is that? And she's like, oh, it's a guitar. And I'm like, oh, that's what I want to do. And also, on top of that, my cousin Andrew, he used to be in a bunch of bands back home when I was younger, too. And he used to play the drums. So I always got really inspired. Actually, I always thought that would be my first instrument to learn was the drums, but it's really loud, and my parents weren't into that. So, but my mom did end up buying me like a little like travel guitar or something. Like I still have it. It's like a little Mickey Mouse like Epiphone like thing, and. It's probably the ice machine.
I'm like, what is happening right there?
Strange noises in the background of Smokin Poetry Podcast.
There goes.
And you know what? That does remind us we got to talk about where we're at too. And I feel like we've done this all out of order a little bit.
Yes. So we are hosted today by Rock City Cafe.
Yes, they have
some really
amazing breakfast, amazing green chili, amazing lunches.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Thank
thank you.
We got the
rock.
That stuff was amazing.
Yes.
We had a sandwich with it has ham, bacon, sausage, eggs, and what else did it have? You had it too, and cheese. Oh man,
That's pretty good.
That was
We are all
Yes.
very satisfied here. So we're trying to give our nice little plugs here to the people who are being so nice to us.
Absolutely.
And I guess
I would say back to Timone.
I guess we should
Okay.
talk about you. You really do love them guitar. Like I
Well-
noticed, like when you were like, "I'll hold your guitar," and you're like, "No, it's like my baby." Your
I feel
guitars
more
are like,
comfortable holding them. Honestly, they're cool. I mean, like, it's kind of annoying, but like, it's you know what I mean. Like, it's better that it's here than it not being here.
it's
I
your
guess.
baby, right? Is that kind of? Or
I
is
guess.
it-
I mean, I do take this thing everywhere against probably better judgment, but it's got the battle scars to prove it. I think at this point. So.
Did you give it a name?
Most of them come from Sarah, actually.
Oh, really?
Most of the battle scars, yeah.
Well, what's the name of this one?
I don't really have a name for this one. It's just the hummingbird.
The hummingbird's a name to me.
That's what they call it. That's what they are.
Oh well, excuse
Yeah.
me for my lack of knowledge.
See, it's got the.
Oh well.
So you
bird on the-
started with guitar, and then what was it that you moved towards next?
I don't know if you could really say I moved towards any. Actually, I started with the recorder at school, I guess.
Oh.
Really?
That's
yeah.
awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
Felt that.
I got an award for it in elementary school. It was great.
Yes, because you could play Amazing Grace, I'm sure.
Nah, actually, we
There's-
played "Wake Me Up When September Ends" by Green
Oh,
Day
dang.
at the end of the year recital. I think is what we all did.
I think mine was what was it called? In the jungle, the mighty
Oh, that's a good
jungle.
one. Yeah. So yeah. What were we talking about?
All the
All your-
instruments.
Oh, yeah, that's
the
right.
Why don't we-
next instrument that
Right,
you
we're gonna
played.
go through your
We
list of
started
instruments.
With recorder.
Oh yeah, so recorder.
Recorder.
So, but then yeah, I guess I got into the guitar
And
after my sister got sick, and we used to have to go stay with our grandma for like a couple weeks while she was going through some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, like when I was out there, she got me like a couple lessons with her friend that taught how to play guitar. So he pretty much taught me how to like put my hands on it, and I just kind of from there taught myself after that. And then
well, how much type of? I mean, more than one type of guitar, I'm assuming. Or no?
I mean, really,
Well,
just yeah, kind of. I mean, I play 12-string now. I learned bass eventually. I mean, they're the same, but not really. You gotta like. They're
Timone treads on the
different.
bass too.
I do okay.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
I know a lot of pretty cool bass players. Shout out to my buddy Jade from Noise Resort, and also Brett Thompson,
Oh yeah.
fire bass
Oh,
player.
yeah.
And we do have to talk about all
Amazing individuals.
your multiple bands as well. But why don't we go through the list of instruments here? How many instruments total we got down?
Well, I said, I play 12-string bass, guitar. I
Sing.
got. That doesn't count.
That counts.
What?
Singing doesn't count.
Your
Well,
voice
singing
is an
it-
instrument.
Oh, you sing. Well, whatever we count. I don't
Okay.
care
I
about
count.
points. You do sing.
piano, drums. I am working on harmonica, but not as much as I should be.
Fucking felt that so hard.
Should be like that's
Felt
something
that.
that's required for people to learn.
Well,
harmonica.
it'd be nice because I have a few songs that I want to do harmonica on. I think just for fun and like just an extra layer like of things, but I just don't play it enough. So
Yeah.
I don't really have time to like sit there and like learn as much stuff as I want to. I want to be able to like play one more instrument than Prince did on his first album. He played 29 instruments on that album, I think, from what I hear. So I need to be able to play 30 before I die.
You're at 7. You're at 7. That's a start.
I'm getting there.
Well, okay, 6.5 because the harmonica.
I'm slacking. I'm already like. Yeah, I'm slacking for sure.
Yeah, only 7 instruments, which is
Oh,
only 7 more than I know how to do, and most
yeah.
people. Well, why don't we talk? So speaking
It's
of
good to have goals, though. It's awesome.
speaking of slacking, why don't we talk about how few bands you're in? Which how many bands are you in?
I am in 2 currently.
Currently, only 2.
Well, actually, it's really 3. I'm also in a lesser known project with my little brother Sam. I'm teaching him how to play drums a little bit. I don't know. He's kind of learning on his own now in college. But yeah, apparently they let him take it to his dorms. So
That's cool.
yeah,
That's pretty sweet.
Well, why don't we talk
Good
about
luck to them.
Each of these projects and how to find you and your bandmates?
Well, the one I'm in with my brother, we call ourselves 7 Inches Soft. That's that one's a work in progress, but we're doing stuff for it.
I don't know if you can see the blushing on my
so
face.
just
in
take-
this video here.
Just take a second to like us on Instagram.
That is very distinct.
Check us out on Instagram.
You guys have an
Help
Instagram
us
page?
grow.
Cool. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, what about the other bands? Why don't we talk about? Well, why don't we go in particular, why don't we talk about noise? Yeah, I'm trying to quickly. Switch
Okay,
up.
yeah.
What is this noise resort I
You
keep
got
hearing
me
about?
so flustered right now. This is
That's what I was hoping for. Anyway.
You know how we.
Okay. So other projects. A long-term member of a band called Noise Resort now. I think it's been about 7 years. I don't know, with a extended hiatus in the middle, I guess. But
All right. Well, let's talk. What is Noise Resort? What kind of music? What do you do for it?
we are your friendly neighborhood community college rock band.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Well, so you know how they have like college rock, especially like back in like, the 80s and 90s, like when people used to listen to the radio more, and like all those stations were like left to the dial, So it's kind of like the music that you would find on those stations, but we just weren't good enough to go to college, so we went to community college.
Okay. Well, what is your
That's
role?
awesome.
What is your role in that band? Which instruments or type of stuff do you do?
We used to switch off a lot more, but we kind of try not to do that anymore because it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
my primary thing is lead singer and one of the guitarists.
And I believe you also write some of the songs for that too.
I do write a majority of them now, I guess. But everybody writes for that, except for our drummer. But even he's got some stuff. We're trying to get him to like actually,
Segue into that kind of
But
stuff.
he's like he doesn't ever want to do it. He's like nervous. So.
No, show us. We would love that.
And speaking of segues, maybe we should segue into a Noise Resort song or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or a couple if you
Let
want.
me think.
If you feel
Let
it.
me think here. Okay.
Definitely a couple. I'm down for more.
I don't know.
You know,
Most,
should we get? We could.
Nice.
And we could. Should I know? Well, should I stay in the picture?
no,
For
you,
what?
Move
No,
out.
we're
no,
good.
you guys
No,
can stay
it's
here.
on
No,
you.
just stay here.
I was quite
Well,
literally
stay?
just checking the time, Mike. No, we're good.
Oh, okay.
All good.
Okay.
Make it all that much more fun.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm setting a timer, guys. I'm not being a bad person.
Okay.
And I'm completely disinterested in anything that you have to say.
I wouldn't blame you,
So
How
honestly.
much
rude.
editing are we
I wouldn't
going to be
blame you,
doing in this
honestly.
episode of Smokin Poetry Podcast?
Well, we're friends outside of the podcast, though. So
Well, we'll talk about that other band later, but now we'll do a noise. We'll do one. We'll do the
Okay.
progression. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Noise Resort song?
I really like whatever it's called. It's named after it's your emotional release.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that
Yeah,
one.
that's what I was thinking.
Okay,
To the left, to the right.
Okay, yeah, this one's on Spotify.
What is
I
the
guess.
name of it, by the way? We gotta,
It's called Flogs to Scream. It's named after a city in Sweden.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's do it.
So I was having.
I almost played a whole different song because I've been doing other stuff all week. Okay.
You can do whatever song you want. But we,
Okay. 11:48 with a need for Novocaine. Not a single thing to say on a Sunday. Got no style, got no powers. Till midnight comes, I got no pals. Some old records, but no chords to play them loud. You pick the left, you pick the right, but you got half the world to fight. Speak your piece to me, but I won't take a side. You pick the left, you pick the right, but you got half the world to fight. Speak your piece to me, but I won't take a side. Medium has changed, but mischief always finds a way. Need a pep talk, 'cause yesterday was a Sunday. I've got noise, I've got beats. I see kids tearing up the streets. This prescription for your condition, it makes you weak. You pick the left, you pick the right, but you got half the world to fight. Speak your piece to me, but I won't take a side. Pick the left, you pick the right, but you got half the world to fight. Speak your piece to me, but I won't take a side. Got some misinformation, and I got it all in droves. Since I can't change the station, I turn that shit off and I'll put in headphones. World to fight. Speak your piece to me, but I won't take a side. You pick the left, you pick the right, but you got half the world to fight. Speak your piece to me, but I won't take a side.
Wow.
Yeah. Those are the songs you always have to take a big deep breath after. It's just wow.
And I know we've both heard that song quite a few times because you've performed it a lot, but
every single time.
Yeah, it does take your breath away. Why do you write?
I don't know. It just depends on the situation, I guess. If you listen to the songs a lot of the time, if you take the time to like listen to the lyrics, you might have an idea of why. If I don't tell you why, but it just it depends on the situation, really.
Do you are there like different particular things that tend to inspire you?
It depends. It just depends on really what I'm doing. Like you know what I mean? Like if I'm doing a lot of the same shit, or like if I'm thinking about a lot of the same shit, then yeah. But you know.
But what kind of shit do you?
Well,
okay, I'm narrowing you down.
I think Mike wants an example, like to
like okay, like
yeah. Maybe give us a little breakdown.
Yeah.
Like okay, like for this one, like in particular, like I wrote this one. It was a long time. It was like when like it was during like the run for like the 2016 like presidential thing.
Yeah.
So it was like a very I guess volatile time socially and politically and stuff like that, and I don't know. I just saw a lot of it. Everybody saw a lot of it. And it was like inescapable. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I just always saw like them trying. Like all I could see was each side trying to sell you something, but like it's something different. But it like really.
It's all the same.
It was all the same. You know what I mean? And it's got everybody fighting over stuff that's not really. Really pertinent to what's going on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the while they're doing things that, like whatever they want, you know what I mean? Like
keeping you over here while they're over here doing.
Yeah.
On top, like you know what I mean? On top of like people like have real world problems, and you know what I mean? Like it's just distracting from like the fact that these people could be getting help, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And they're not, you know. And I don't know. It's just a song of frustration in general, I guess. You know what I mean? I think there was a lot of frustration going on at the time. You know what I mean? And I had seen like something on social media like about like it was like a little blurb about the city of Flogsta or whatever that I named the song after. Like it's like a college town, I guess, where like I guess during finals week people will like you know how they'll get stressed out studying and all of that stuff. Well, they'll like scream out into the night, you know what I mean, out their window, and then like all the other people will kind of like join in, and it's like kind of a show of solidarity, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it's kind of like what the song is.
You know what? That had so much more now that I know where the title came from. I was guessing, but I had no idea. That actually makes a lot of sense now.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have another band, I understand.
Yes.
Oh, what's this one called?
I am in, as I'm sure a lot of people know at this point, I am in a band with Old Garlic over here. We are in a band called Feudal Position. I don't even know how long we've been a band.
Probably since about September was our first show, I think.
Well, that doesn't. I mean,
But
we've been a band longer
practicing
than that.
before that, yes.
And then I don't know. Me and Sarah have been making music for a little while longer than that.
Yeah, well, we
together
met
now.
up and we started doing some of my songs with him on the drums and me on the guitar, and then
everybody else kind of just showed up.
Yeah.
Just stragglers.
I'm sure they're more than
The
stragglers.
riffraff. The riffraff. They walked in one day and I was like,
"See roasting them."
good.
Yes.
I was going to say, should we give a shout out to
We
them? But after calling them
definitely-
stragglers, I don't. But we're not.
So-
Shout out to Jake Massey, the North Tower, and
He is, he is our guitarist and singer.
yeah, and Lucas, he is our rock. He holds us all together.
He
honestly.
does. He's a bassist.
Yeah, yeah, he has no choice but to hold us all together.
And
No, but
Timone's
he's
on
pretty
the
great.
drums.
Yeah, I am also. Yeah, I'm on drums in this band.
And in
And I sing.
the
I
Feudal
don't know
Position band, how does the writing process kind of happen for you guys?
Asking the wrong dude. I don't write for that band.
Oh, no?
Yeah. Well, we kind of just usually jam something out if something feels good, and then Jake and I will write lyrics to it. That's why it's kind of cool because it contrasts from the way that, like, because Timone, like, he's saying
I write my
he
drums to what they do, and then we have one song that I sing on that I wrote my verse and chorus to.
But they're mostly just like stories, you know. They aren't from necessarily real life experience. Some of them are. Some of them are.
Mine were.
Like, well, yeah, and so I pull with mostly everything that I write from real life experience, but some of them are just like conceptual.
Yeah. And you guys, do you also do solo performances without the bands, or what? What kind
do. Not. I guess it's a little more often now, but I don't know. Yeah, I just actually wrote a new song to do solo. I think kind of. I didn't really have any particular band in mind, so I don't know. I guess if they really wanted to do it, they could, but I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know. Should we show it off and we'll see, and everyone will want to do it?
if you want to.
I think that's the perfect cue
Okay.
for let's do the new song.
So-
I remember you were talking. Was this the one you were talking about a couple nights ago?
Yeah, dude, I finished it. I actually did it.
That's
You know what? This would be the greatest honor if you would do this song, because this was so cool. We were talking a couple nights ago. Sarah was hosting the open mic at Ultra Flat, and I was like, "What are you doing, writing?" And he's like, "Yeah."
And he said, "If I finish this song by the podcast, I'll show it to you guys."
What is it called?
Okay, so this one is called "Pain, Sweet Pain." It's a little emo, but it's actually a little sweeter than you think. So,
all right, let's do Pain, Sweet Pain.
Yeah, we'll do it like that. It's been 2 days since I have set this into motion. It seems the hours are going slower somehow. I've been amazed I ain't gone into convulsions. I'm sick and tired of waiting this out. You got that something that I've always really wanted that I never got from other girls. You're tuning into every thought I never said, everything I had behind my curls. But it's getting late now, we shouldn't stay out, you should go home. You leave me up all night just hanging on the phone. So I've only got so many metaphors, only 12 notes for you to ignore, to leave you shaking like the strings in a minor chord. I know I'm supposed to lie, don't think I can, but I still sing all the songs that'll make you dance with the chords. I strike up the band until you're my biggest fan. Till you're my biggest fan. It's been 2 hours since I choked down my emotions, but give me water, I swear I will drown. Cause suppose I'm probably a fool for my devotion, guess it doesn't matter anyhow. You got that something I've been working hard to fix, I don't even think I want it back. I clench my jaw, you'll keep digging in your claws while we try our best to not react. Probably should leave now, I shouldn't have came out, I'm gonna go. You'll always be the sweetest pain I've ever known. Cause I've got so many metaphors, only 12 notes for you to ignore, to leave you shaking like the strings in a minor chord. I know I'm supposed to lie, don't think I can, but I still sing all them songs that'll make you dance with the chords. Strike up the band until you're my biggest fan. I've only got so many metaphors, only 12 notes that you can't ignore. I'll leave you shaking like the strings in a minor chord. I know I'm supposed to lie, don't think I can, but I still sing all them songs that'll make you dance with the chords. I'll strike up the band until you're my biggest fan. I'll come with the chords, strike up the band until you're my biggest fan. I'll come with the chords, strike up the band, I'll make you my biggest fan.
That's gorgeous.
I'm your biggest fan.
Mike's like, don't let the bitch steal my spot.
Oh my goodness. I love the line about metaphors about how that.
Thanks.
I don't know. It's like just we're always looking for those metaphors. Just how you say it. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it sounds really cool.
Thank you.
That's what I'm gonna say. It just sounds cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty new, but.
You write amazing songs, and I feel like every new song you just keep getting better and better.
I guess that's the goal.
yeah, it's just cool to watch.
We've talked a little bit about this off camera, but I want the audience to hear a little more about this. How much do you write? I mean, you write a lot.
Well, actually, yes and no. I'm really kind of just starting to get back into it.
Well, for example.
How many songs do you have? You had to. I'm sorry if I took your question.
Nah, I'd love to know.
That's question. I don't know. It's a lot. I've been writing
Over
since
30?
I was 8.
Oh, so over 30.
Yeah.
Damn. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've been writing since I was 8. So, yeah, it's probably a lot.
Probably.
Yeah, and
I would say so.
a couple
Several
things.
hundred at least.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. I knew it was a lot, but that's holy good.
I mean, I'm not saying all of them are good, but
Well, they probably are. Actually, one thing I've noticed about you is you are extremely humble. Because I remember the other night, you're like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. That I don't know if I would call that okay, but I think that was a higher degree than okay to me.
Why do you think it's so important to be humble?
Well, how else are you gonna get better?
Well,
I mean, well, also like, it's cringe to not be. I guess I don't know. It's cringe to even say cringe anymore. But that's the only word that I can think of. Like,
yeah, the way it makes you feel.
well, because a lot of the time, if everybody is like if somebody's gonna be like all rah rah about something, they're probably not as good as they think they are. You know what I mean? It was probably because they think they can't get any better, which is why. Like, how are you going to get better if that's your mentality? You know what I mean?
There's always room for growth. Absolutely.
what, aside from the kind of performance aspect, what would you say music means to you in like on a daily kind of thing?
Pretty much everything, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I've noticed this about you that it seems like you're always thinking music, like it's like it's like how you express yourself in many ways, I think, is it?
I mean, I guess that's about the only thing I do to express myself anymore. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah. I used to draw a lot when I was younger. Like, I don't know. I've just always done music. Like, I almost can't remember a time that I didn't do music.
God.
Like, even, like, I remember, like, even before I ever got a drum kit, I was just drumming on whatever I could with some broken drumsticks my cousin gave me from a show that I went to. You know what I mean? Like,
That's super cool.
like that's just always what I've done. That's what I told my mom I wanted to do when I was, like, old enough to talk. And I actually did it. And I haven't stopped since. So.
Wow.
I think I remember one time she told me, like, one of the things that she one of the things she always like kind of regretted is that she like didn't get me actually get me lessons sooner or like try to get me into it sooner. And I'm like, I mean, I figured it out.
You had to find your way.
Yeah, I mean, it happened. So I did. You know, I don't know if I would have been much better anyway, but
yeah, there's no use in regretting just where you're at.
Well, what have you put out as far as, are there albums from the different bands or solo stuff, or what have you put out so far?
Noise Resort has stuff on all platforms. If you go on our Bandcamp, though, we've got like demos and stuff on there. I wouldn't recommend listening to them because not all of them are really, actually most of them really aren't that good. But I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, I'm kind of into that kind of thing, like listening to demos of bands that I really like. So that's why I really like the Replacements, because they've got like just a full extra like whole other catalog of just shit that no one's ever heard, you know, like unless they'd like done a deep dive. So yeah, I don't know. We've got that kind of stuff on there. I originally thought that we were gonna take that off, but we never did. So, so yeah, our stuff's all out there. There's probably videos of us playing something somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Too. Feudal Position. We are recording currently. I don't know. We're almost done on a few of them, I think.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like about 3 of them, I'd say, are pretty much there.
And then.
So it's gonna be a race as to whether this is out before or after you get some songs up for Feudal Position.
Oh, I'd say before, but go ahead and follow us on feudal.position on Instagram.
Yeah, that'll be out at some point.
Yeah. And we'll post.
We've got probably videos of us playing live somewhere too. If Jake would stop privating them.
Calling you out right now, Jake. Stop privating our videos.
Have you put any solo stuff out?
Solo stuff. I've made solo stuff before when I was younger. If you try really hard and ask the right people, you might actually get some of it. But I lost access to a lot of that. And the stuff that I didn't, I'm not releasing. So,
well, maybe we'll see if we can convince you to change that soon.
I mean, there's already so much out, I think.
Unless I redo it, like.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not work that you'd be proud of.
Probably not. And even then, it's like stuff that I did in like high school where I'm just like, you know.
Oh,
what I mean? Like,
we have to see you're up and coming. We have to see it.
You don't really have to.
We want to.
That stuff does exist. It's just whether or not it's out there.
There is a demand.
I feel like we should pull.
Or there will be.
I feel like that's.
I don't know. Ask somebody I went to high school with. They probably have a video of me playing somewhere.
That's gonna be gold someday.
Is that a trigger and a challenge to see if we can get like some if you can remember any old
How dedicated
stuff?
of a fan are you?
Maybe we could get you to play something like.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Some deep-rooted stuff.
Honestly don't know if I really play any old stuff. Some of the stuff that you've heard is old, I guess. I don't know. I don't really have much old stuff that I play. Like I have like kind of eras of stuff that I play and that like weren't like band related, like all of the stuff that I did before I started doing band stuff. And then like a lot of that I just don't play. Like I haven't played for years. Like I haven't even thought about it. Like
one of those. Would that be too? Is that too much to put?
That's too far.
That's
I don't even know.
That's too far to put you on the spot for that.
I would like to hear something else though.
I don't even know. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go with another new one then.
Okay. We'll do new.
Cool.
I'm gonna tune this though for this one. Not that far though.
This has been a delightful experience so far. We have so much more time. We have like 20 more minutes.
There's no limit.
Well, yeah, that's true too. However much there is demand for.
Okay, we're gonna be going for another few hours.
Oh my goodness.
No,
well, you could. We are all like. I feel like
I'm not really
the way
doing
that
much today, so it's...
the way that we all interact is very interesting.
We'll split it into segments. Back from the intermission, and we're gonna do that song, but we're gonna do a little different here than I understand. We're gonna add in a little something.
Cool.
We're gonna add in some Sarah Garlic to make it a
Add
duet.
a little spice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So what are we calling this song?
So this one's new. This one's called Want. I wrote this about someone very special.
Oh.
So.
It's gonna be a very special song.
Yeah.
Between cheap cigars and settled dust, it's getting hard to use my lungs. Haven't slept, I haven't eaten much, but I'll get my fill on bitten tongue. Can't sit still, I'm like the tide. I'm on nervous feet and glassy eyes. She moves with cursive curves to find, watch her silhouette dissolve in mine. I couldn't wait to take the bait. She was clinging to the beat just like a great escape. I wish there was a place to take the way you swing like a contender, baby, cruiserweight. So I'm a lover, but I'm learning to fight. You're the artist, can you color me inside your lines? Got me saving off the crowd to make you mine. Then you fade into the background like the perfect crime. I couldn't wait to take the bait. She was clinging like a great escape. I wish there was a place to take. The way you swing like a contender, I'm your cruiserweight, cruiserweight, cruiserweight. I'm fine. Just wanna waste her time. I wanna put your hand in mine. Maybe you can help me walk in a straight line. It's fine. Just wanna be your kind. My thoughts were never so benign. I've been waiting quite a while just to kiss your smile.
That was very nice.
That's a beautiful song.
It is. How do you write? Like, how do these things come to you?
I think we've asked my same question like 10 times.
Well, no, I mean, but I mean in a different way. As far as
You mean more like music or lyrics first? Or
yeah, like lyrics versus chords versus drums versus whatever. How does this like what comes first?
It kind of depends on the song, really. Like that one, I actually wrote the guitar like 3 or 4 years ago now, and I just I had that whole thing done like back to front with the guitar for like that whole time, and I liked it so much that I just always kind of played it, just so I never forgot it. And eventually I got to the point where I was like, oh, this is just gonna be an instrumental song. Fuck it, you know what I mean? There's no way I can write anything that's good enough for this, you know. And then I don't know, one day I got a good inspiration when I was in the middle of writing it about something else, and it was a better route to go. So that's just what I did.
Is it generally chords coming first, or does it differ?
When I was a little bit younger, it was used to be
Riffs, yeah.
Am I doing the phrases wrong?
Well,
no,
no, those are.
this man, he's just like.
I mean, they're all based on chords, though.
They
Everything that
are.
I do. I mean.
Yeah.
So I mean, they are all chords. I just play them a little differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it depends. When I was a little bit younger, I was more of a lyrics person first, just cause.
Mm-hmm.
But every once in a while, I'd have a riff or something that I would come up with, or I'd be strumming some chords and something would come up, or that other new one that I played earlier. That one just came to me a couple days ago after some stuff happened, and I don't know, I woke up one morning and got just the whole first verse, and then really just the structure of the song. I got the chords for everything and all of that, and then that was the first thing I did when I woke up. I snapped awake. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something real quick, and then I came up with that whole first verse just off the head, kind of, and I was like, hey, that wasn't that bad, so I wrote it down, and then added like some other parts like later on or whatever when I thought about it a little, like about the situation a little more, and I don't know, you can kind of like see it evolve over a week if you like look at the lyrics. It's pretty cool.
You know, I partially relate. I never written chords or music, but I have woken up in the middle of the night with a verse in my head.
With an itch in your brain. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, and of something, usually something traumatic that happened relatively recently.
Express, yeah.
Yeah. Does it tend to be like a multiple day methodical kind of planning versus quick writing, or does it differ on that?
It depends. I mean, honestly, like I said, that one that I just played, it took me, I guess, technically 3 years and like a week to write. You know what I mean? Like, but like once like I actually had the lyrics, I was like, this was so obvious. Like, this is why I like waited. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
This is why I decided to wait. It's because I needed to. You know what I mean?
So then, how do you remember those riffs? Do you write them down?
Not really. I mean, I used to when I was younger, but like after it started getting more complicated, I was like, I'm not taking the time to do all that.
Yeah.
So I just like I'll record like audio or something on my phone and just kind of just try to remember how I play, and then try to replicate it when I need to go back to it, or I just play it a lot and then like I don't never forget it. Like,
yeah, I did notice that you did that.
yeah, I mean, I used to use that one to warm up a lot, like before like the band practice, or really before anything. So I mean, and now I don't really have to because I'm probably gonna play it a lot. So, but yeah,
That's awesome.
Noise Resort's working on that one. So we're getting things figured out. I want to try to do a music video for it. I think it would be pretty cool. Noise Resort's never done a music video, so
Ooh.
I don't know. I was telling the guys we got to try to do some stuff. I've got a pretty cool idea. So
yeah. Are there any gigs or anything like that coming up for any of the bands or that you're working on?
I know Feudal Position is always, actually both of them are always looking for gigs, but Feudal Position I think is just focusing on recording right now. I
For
think.
a little bit.
Unless
I
somebody
think we
wants to
should
give us a show, I guess.
Yeah,
But
Okay.
we should definitely schedule
by the
one
time
out.
this comes out, we'll probably be focusing a little less on it, or a little more. I don't even know.
We'll have to make it an easy medium so
but
that we can perform this whole year.
but at Noise Resort, we've got one at Bar K, February 25th. So I guess if this comes out before then.
Oh,
check
yes.
that out. Yeah.
Well, we know we'll have it edited out before Feb. Well, what date is it now? How long do we got to go? We're gonna make it.
It's like the 10th or something, right?
We're gonna make it
I'll
out.
figure it out.
That's the pressure. We got to get out so we can promote the show
See,
at Bar
that's
K.
the deadline. The deadline that we were all talking about earlier. Now we have a deadline.
If
Let's
not,
set one for ourselves.
I'm sure it was a cool show. Rock on, everybody
Oh,
that came.
yeah.
You know what?
Oh.
We were talking about procrastination before we recorded.
Yes.
That's a great point. Because if you don't have a deadline, we were talking. Why don't we talk about that? What we were talking about before the show.
That's true.
Yeah.
Essentially, just the fact that if you, as an artist, it's hard because it's not an instant gratification of money, money, money. You know, because in this industry, it is very hard to get paid for what you do because you have to be, you know, on it all the time. And also that has to be your goal. There are two different goals within artistry, I'd say. The two goals being your, so I was like, I'm talking so much. But the two goals being that you do it for the passion of the artistry, or you do it for the money. Or there is both. There's a beautiful mix
That
of
is
both
so
that you can do. There are people who only do it for the money. There are people who do it only for the artistry. I know
Yes,
many
everybody,
local
please
performers.
give Feudal Position your money.
Tyler Griffith. Tyler Griffith. He does it for the artistry, and he puts out songs, which is cool too. That's amazing. But that's not his motivation. But like, it's cool when you can do something that. I'm sorry, guys. I have
actually,
a thought process.
Here's what I think is a good point, though, is most of the local artists, and including you guys, you have day jobs.
Oh, yeah.
You have other, maybe less glamorous things. You're not, unfortunately, able to make enough just doing the music at this point, I guess, right?
Well, barely able to make enough just doing the day job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Felt that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we need, in other words, we need to get you guys some more good gigs so we can get you guys paid a little bit. Number one, frankly, but we got to get you so you can keep out entertaining people, because this is really amazing. Not just entertaining, but you guys do meaningful. Both of you guys do meaningful kind of lyrics. It's not just let's party all the time kind of lyrics here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So let me ask you, what does that? I mean, why do you write? You're writing meaningful stuff, generally, right?
I would say so. I mean, I've written songs about parties and stuff that I've been at, or Norris Resort has thrown, or maybe in another time. But we, you know what I mean. I don't know. I've definitely grown out of all of that shit. I don't have really. I mean, I'm down for a good party. You know what I mean. But I don't like.
But not, yeah.
You know, there's more to life than just about
getting fucked
any
up.
of that kind of shit. So
you tend to write some deep stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's I mean, that's a lot of the time. I feel like people don't really I don't know, get to see a certain side of me, or they always assume a certain a thought that I have or something based off of a face that I make or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I use my songs as a way to kind of really tell people what I'm really thinking. If they really want to listen, then there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just easier to explain myself that way.
Yeah.
Than always having to be I don't know, almost begging for someone's understanding in person. It's tedious, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess if that's the way I want to put that.
You shouldn't have to do that. No,
but
right.
you know, it's cool.
Have you done other kind of genres of music, or are they kind of more or less in that?
I mean, kind of. I mean, I've always been. I mean, but all of the bands that I've been in have been a kind of a mixture of genres, really. I don't really think that trying to limit yourself to a certain genre is really conducive to being an artist, really. It doesn't really make sense to limit yourself to one kind of sound, because then you're just going to be making the same album over and over again. You're going to be making the same song over and over again.
Yes.
And if you're going to do that, then why not just listen to the old one? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
But I mean, I guess everybody has their own kind of tastes. You know what I mean? If you like to listen to the same kind of shit over and over again, that day, more power to you. I really don't. So I don't know. I try to mix a little bit of everything in there. I just try to make music that I would want to hear. You know what I mean? That I would be able to sit through. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
To be honest,
Yeah.
If I always try to imagine when I write something either me on the stage performing it, or being in the crowd and hearing it. So.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm if I'm gonna be in the crowd and I want to go home, then I probably shouldn't do that. You know?
Yeah.
And I have a lot of songs that are like that never really went anywhere and didn't really do anything, and that's for a reason. You know what I mean? Because I was I went back and I was if I was in the crowd, I would go home.
Yeah.
So
I usually go about the way that I feel about it. The song, whenever we play our songs in our band, sometimes I'm well, that take wasn't it. But when we play it, the way that it's supposed to be played, and it is just in those moments, I feel the rush of it, the adrenaline. And so I want to give other people that feeling.
Indeed.
By the way, how much do you guys collaborate? Yes, I mean, obviously you have the
Outside
band,
of
but
the band, not
No,
really.
Not really. We're talking about doing it a
Jam.
little bit more. And then we kind of half worked on some stuff, like
A
right
long
as
time ago.
yeah, like, and never really went anywhere because, like I said, the riffraff. They came.
I don't know how to take that
I don't know.
phrase.
I don't
They
know where
came-
we would be
they
without
came-
like. 'Cause
they came
I
in
could
and-
get better at the guitar. I was like, yeah, my music is good, but I wasn't producing. I can't.
We just kind of evolved into like a different thing after the other two showed up, so we never really like pursued any more of that other stuff. But
That's true.
so some of the songs we were working on before they came, we kind of do sometimes.
We forgot about one of them. It's in my recording somewhere. The Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, one.
That sounds like
We're
a
gonna
cool
get
title.
I know. Sorry.
Sounds like that's gonna rock just from the title there.
I'll blur myself out.
Well, why?
No, I'm
Why?
just kidding. I'm
Well,
just kidding.
It's a little taste for people of
I'm
what to
just
look
kidding.
for in a
It's
future
a
song.
lie.
Copyright,
It just sounds
copyright.
Like it's not.
Well, now we
that.
can't.
Oh, it's
Now we
not your
can't.
own?
Now we can't do that song.
God damn it.
Someone took the
No, it's ours. I did this. I did
Had a
this
similar
riff one
sound.
time, and it had like a similar sound to Queens of the Stone Age, and I was like, "That's cool." I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really listen to that band very often.
Oh,
but
that's a band that's out there. I
Yes,
thought that was the
yes.
title of your song.
I mean, people get inspired by other people, and we weren't even doing their stuff. It just kind of sounded
Nah,
like it.
well, yeah, but
That's why.
I was just making a joke.
Yes. Okay. Good. I hope they won't sue us.
Well, all art builds upon prior art, right? I mean, every song. I mean, everything is built upon someone who came before. You know, all going back to the first time a caveman hummed a song or hummed a tune. So, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with building on something. I mean, it's different than if you're.
I just wish I listened to their band more, so I could at least say that I was inspired by them. Because like I was just playing that, and I was like, huh.
Yeah.
Has a similar sound.
What else do we want to ask? We've had so much fun here.
It has been a really great day.
Do we want to wrap up with one more tune? Maybe something anything you would surprise us with? Maybe that like we're talking about different genres. Anything you can shock us with?
Maybe. Hang on.
By the way, what is that book? I want to. That's like the magic book. You carry that around a lot. Can we show off the book?
Yeah, this is the book. There you go.
And what is this book, by the way?
This is probably my like 8th or 9th songbook now.
So you like writing the old-fashioned way with pen and paper?
Yeah, I found I keep track of it better than I do with a phone for whatever reason. So probably because shit happens to phones. I mean,
Shit
as
happens
long
to
as you're,
books.
as long as you're smart about it, it doesn't. I've never really
But it's
lost one.
specifically only a songbook, right? Or about your performance.
Well, it's for the most part, it's like songs. I'll write shit in here for like shows and stuff. Like if
when
we
you
need to
had
do
your
set
list.
lists or something, or like if I need to remember like to bring something to a show or something like that. Then I've always got stuff in here like for that, but. That was a little hype. Where's my like big page of all the stuff that I have? Oh, here we go. Oof. Okay.
Oh.
I don't really play this one very often. But I guess why not? So this is a Noise Resort song, a little bit lesser known because we don't really play it. And I actually also played it with the Short Term when I was in that band. I guess that was like its first kind of debut. But it was originally supposed to be a Noise Resort song when I wrote it, and then now we sometimes play it. Not really anymore though, but this one's kind of a bluesy kind of thing.
Oh, you totally. Yes, you did. Of course.
That works. That's fine. Okay. So this one's called Dry Mouth. This one's kind of a downer, but.
Well, I was thinking, if you want, you could also play Night Terrors.
I thought about that one, but I was Night Terror, but I was like, that one's a little hype, you know.
Well, then let's do it at the end.
Let's do both.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but they're both about deep things. Anyway, continue.
Okay.
We like deep think songs.
We do.
Okay.
We're very deep here on
We
the Smokin' Poetry
appreciate that.
podcast.
Yeah, so this one's really old, kind of. This is, yeah, like I said, I originally wrote this one for Noise Resort, so.
Will I lose my appetite? Chewing on my complaints to get me by. Too cool for suicide. Swallow pills or just swallow my pride. When I had a bad day, I get left with a case of dry mouth. When I had a bad day, I get left with a case of dry mouth. Oh, and I lose my will to fight. My attitude's my downfall and my blight. When I lose my will to smile, I stay inside, won't come alive till night. When I had a bad day, I get left with a case of dry mouth. When I had a bad day, I get left with a case of dry mouth. When I had a bad day, I get left with a case of dry mouth. I lose my appetite, chewing on my complaints to get me by. Too cool for suicide. Stay inside, won't come alive tonight. When I had a bad day, I get left with a case of dry mouth. When I had a bad day, I get left with a case of dry mouth. When I had a bad day, I get left with a case of dry mouth.
Okay.
Wow.
That one is so groovy.
That is,
That one is-
yeah.
Thanks.
But it's extremely real.
Yeah, I love how you just switch kind of style a little bit with that. That's neat.
That's, yeah, I guess I don't really need this for that one. Thanks.
You would, I was going to ask you if you, how long have you been doing the performances roughly?
I think my, actually there's a video of my first performance. My mom has it. It was in, I think, June or July of 2009. So.
If you could, the Timone Perez today could talk to Timone Perez starting out doing performances 10, 15 years ago or whatever, what would you say?
Like specifically about music?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Music, performances.
Whatever.
Get better grades so your mom and dad stop grounding you.
Yeah.
So you can play more music. Seriously, it was almost just like a thing. I was almost like a thing just because they told me to get good grades. Like it was almost like a challenge or something. I don't even know. Like
Yeah. Some way to rebel when you're younger.
I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what I was doing there, but well, actually, for part of it, I guess. I was also just really, really bad at math. Like, they even tried to get me a tutor, and, like, I actually, like, paid attention, and I still almost failed.
I felt that shit.
I still almost failed, and I was like, I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. Like,
Yeah. So,
I had
are we...
I was going to say I had a pretty bad experience with a math teacher as well. A couple of them, actually. But I'm not going to be that bitch. But, hey, you were a bad math
Mr.
teacher.
Smith from 3rd grade out in math. Why didn't you explain things
honestly,
better?
though, you just triggered me. I'm about to call out a fucking teacher right now.
Yo.
Oh, my God.
Oh, well. If we can switch away from the horror subject of math. Talk about me trying to switch away from horror subjects.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
Awesome.
shall we wrap up with that fight? What was...
We had one.
You had one other.
Not we, but you had one more.
Oh, right, okay. Night Terror is what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
All right, why don't we close out
Yeah.
the Smokin' Poetry podcast show with some night terrors. And
yeah.
Thank you
hopefully
guys so
you will
much
still
for
get some
listening.
sleep after this song here. But
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you to Rock City Cafe.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
And please like, subscribe, share with all friends, acquaintances, enemies, anyone you know.
It's been
We
wonderful
would
having you, friends.
check this out. And let's do some night terrors.
Okay. This one goes out to my homie Joel that I wrote this song with a long time ago. When I was like 19 or something. So here we go. Pitch black in the dead of night, running on instinct, fight or flight. Panic attack fueled by confusion. No reason inside my mind I'm losing. Flip on the lights, take a look around. Nothing inside, no, not a single sound. This is the 3rd night in a row. Why don't I fucking know? Did it to myself, I did it to myself, I did it to myself. I made this bad dream. Did it to myself, did it to myself, did it to myself. I made this bad dream. Woke up, heart racing again. Sauce off the covers, jump out of my bed. Flip the switch, put the lights, stay off. This eternal nightmare that I won't wake from. Round and round it goes, can I let it go? Getting stuck in the problems, the unknown. And my heart it pumps, rattling my bones, playing on my ribs like a xylophone. Did it to myself, I did it to myself, did it to myself. I made this bad dream. Did it to myself, did it to myself, did it to myself. I made this bad dream. Did it to myself, I did it to myself, did it to myself. Made this bad dream. Did it to myself, did it to myself, did it to myself. To myself, did it to myself, did it to myself. I made this bad dream. Did it to myself, did it to myself, did it to myself. I made this bad dream. Did it to myself, did it to myself, did it to myself. I made this bad dream. Did it to myself, did it to myself, did it to myself.
Thank you, Timone Perez, Mike Harris, and Sarah.
Sarah Garlic, have a great night. I think we're just going to cut it off right after he ends it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Good night. See you next time. Whatever we're doing, ending it.
Just do,
It may or may not be cut off, so.
you could just cut the audio and do a voiceover.